Damn. And this is the reason why I make all of these different videos, because everything I talk about, it pertains to boxing. Julio Caesar Chavez Jr. has just been arrested by ICE, and he is being deported to Mexico as we speak. I already told you guys in my last video about mass deportations when it comes to the Donald Trump administration. Donald Trump has told his ICE agents he wants 3,000 illegal aliens to be arrested a day, not a week, not a month, a day. And as we see in this report, it doesn't matter if you're famous, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity. Basically, for the most part, all you have to be is Mexican or Latino in general. Now, don't get it twisted. They're going after people of color like Haitians and everything as well. But when it comes to the vast majority of illegal immigrants in America, it's Mexicans and other Latinos. So those are the main people that they are targeting. But ICE has clearly been looking at Chavez for a long time, because their report says Chavez is a Mexican citizen who has an active arrest warrant in Mexico for his involvement in organized crime and trafficking firearms, ammunition, and explosives. Chavez is also believed to be an affiliate of the Sinaloa cartel, a designated foreign terrorist organization. God damn, this shit is crazy. So little did we know, Julio Caesar Chavez Sr., Jr., he was out there doing the most. This is really big, guys. This is really big, the fact that now they're going after professional boxers. This proves the honest to God truth is no Mexican is safe right now. And Donald Trump, he just got the Supreme Court to pass a bill to where now he can deport Mexicans and other Latinos that were born in America if their parents came to America illegally. This is a complete game changer for, once again, the Latinos who said, oh, I thought he was just going to go after the gangbangers, et cetera, et cetera. Man, you sound stupid. Donald Trump has always said that he believes in mass deportation. He wants to bring back the Alien Act of 1785 or whatever year it was. He has always made it very clear that once he becomes president again, he is going to do an entire sweep of the Latino race in America. And Donald Trump is a man of his word. So the question now is, who is the next Mexican boxer to be deported? Is it Canelo? Is it Marquez Barrera? Is it William Zepeda? Hopefully this is not going to interfere with the fight. For those of you guys who don't know, Donald Trump, he is a boxing fan. Way before he got into politics, he used to always be at all of the fights live. I'm talking about the Mike Tyson era, the Chavez Sr. era. And you fast forward to present day, and here Donald Trump's administration is deporting Chavez's son. This shit is amazing. But this is only the beginning of the administration. There is still, 3.5 years left of Donald Trump? So it's going to get way worse than this. And once again, I have to remind everyone, Mexican men in particular, they voted for Donald Trump at a much higher rate than they voted in 2020 when it came to Biden versus Trump. And for all of you guys that voted for Trump, you're getting exactly what you voted for. You had Ryan Garcia looking like the dumbest Mexican, talking about he wants to join the KKK and kill George Floyd again. And now the KKK, they are on a rampage looking for every single Mexican to kick out of the country. And if it was up to these Nazis, they would put Ryan Garcia out of the country as well. Because the truth is, Donald Trump and these Nazis, they don't care if a Mexican was born here or not. They want them all out of the country. Donald Trump, he recently came out, and I'm going to make a separate video on this, but he said that birth citizenship, it was really only supposed to be for babies of slaves, which means black all-Americans. He said everyone else are just criminals who came to the country illegal, which means he's talking about, once again, Mexicans and other Latinos. And that's the reason why now you have ICE that are going nationwide, but you don't just have ICE, you have white people impersonating ICE. I mean, it's very easy to do because all you have to do is cover your face, wear some sunglasses, have a vest and a gun and a taser, and you can easily start to go around arresting Mexicans and other Latinos because ICE does not have to reveal their identity.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all. Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
I have asked for IDs. Can you please tell me that you refuse to give us your IDs?
We don't need to give you IDs.
You don't need to give us
federal.
IDs.
We do not need to give you IDs.
So how do we know you're federal? How do we know you're federal?
That was the scene in Great Barrington, Massachusetts late last month, as masked men with guns grabbed a gardener from his worksite and drove away with him in an unmarked car with blacked out windows. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, has since confirmed those masked men were federal immigration agents. But at the time, there was no way to know that other than trusting their word. One of the witnesses who filmed that video later told the Washington Post, quote, "It could have been like a band of the Proud Boys or something." This is video from the LA Times last Monday, showing what witnesses say was an ICE raid in Compton in which officers arrested 5 to 7 people. I have to say, witnesses say it was an ICE raid because even more than a week later than when that happened, no federal agency has confirmed that the people in that video were theirs. And this is not isolated. I mean, all across the country, immigrants are being arrested by federal immigration agents who provide little to no identification and who are frequently masked. Unfortunately, we don't even have to speculate about the dangers of that practice.
So my question for you, Attorney General Bondi, is given the number of DOJ employees currently conducting immigration enforcement activities in support of DHS, how are you going to ensure that the safety of the public and the officers, if they continue to not follow required protocol to identify themselves as law enforcement?
And Senator Peters, that's the first time that issue has come to me about them you're saying that law enforcement officers, when they cover their faces.
Right.
I do know they are being doxxed, as you said. They're being threatened. Their families are being threatened. You know,
I get that, but they have to identify themselves. There is an insignia oftentimes. They have to identify themselves as law enforcement. People think, here's a person coming up to me, not identified, covering themselves. They're kidnapping. They'll probably fight back. That endangers the officer as well. And that's a serious situation. People need to know that they're dealing with a federal law enforcement official.
Senator, I would be happy to look at that issue with you and talk to all of our partner law enforcement agencies. But I can assure you that if they're covering their faces now, it's to protect themselves.
The man captured on video taunting a man in his truck on Sullivan's Island was given bond in court tonight. This video prompted a huge response on social media. You're looking at 34-year-old Sean Johnson. He was seen confronting the driver of a truck before taking his keys on Sullivan Island. He's now facing additional charges. The video also shows Johnson asking the driver if he's from Mexico before taking the keys out of the truck's ignition. This also happened after Johnson called 911 to report someone driving without a license.
You from Mexico? You're going back.
A South Carolina man has been charged with kidnapping and impersonating a police officer after officials say he detained a group of Latino men in Charleston County, South Carolina. 33-year-old Sean Michael Johnson is accused of willfully and unlawfully presenting himself as an ICE agent and detaining a vehicle of individuals from moving, according to court records.
Parky. No, you cannot drive, bro. You have not a license. You have no license. We're going back.
In addition to taking their keys, Johnson also blocked the men's car with his van, so they could not drive away, according to court documents.
You know, if you don't have a license, you cannot drive a car.
This also happened after Johnson called 911 to report someone driving without a license. We'll play part of that 911 call right now.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yeah, this Mexican here, and he doesn't have a driver's license. I'm on Sullivan's Island.
Okay, what's the address of the emergency?
Address, give me just a second, sweetheart. I'll let you know.
Okay.
It's
653 Ion Avenue.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I got this Mexican here, and he doesn't have a driver's license.
Okay, is he driving or just walking around, or what's going on that you know he doesn't have a driver's license?
He's driving. He doesn't have a driver's license. Yeah, he's illegal.
Johnson was originally charged with 1 count of felony kidnapping and misdemeanor charges of impersonating a law enforcement officer, larceny, and assault and battery. He turned himself into police Friday night and was taken to the Charleston County Jail, but posted bond over the weekend. The Sullivan's Island Police Department says after continuing its investigation into that viral video, they obtained warrants charging Johnson with 2 more counts of kidnapping. Johnson then turned himself in again this afternoon and was taken back to the Charleston County Jail. Johnson appeared in bond court tonight. He was given a $200,000 surety bond split between those 2 additional charges. The judge ordered standard bond restrictions, which forbid Johnson to contact the victims or travel without 5 blocks of their workplaces, homes, or churches.
La única comunidad que nos va a sacar de este hueco se llaman los negros
100%.
americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans.
It's true.
Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black ass.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.